You are listening to Tech Gumbo on Talk 107.3 FM WBRP, brought to you by Gulf South Technology Solutions. You can reach us at 225-216-2169 or on the web at gulfsouthtech.com. I'm your host, Haggai Davis, along with my co-host, Haggai Davis.
I'm Haggai Davis III.
All right, and who's our guest today?
We have Coach Jared Cavalier from Catholic High.
Jared's the Assistant Principal for Instruction and Technology. Welcome, Jared.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So, tell us what's going on. How's CHS using technology these days?
We're many different ways, but the biggest thing we're doing, we're in our third year of as a one-to-one school. All of our students have a Fujitsu-issued laptop that has pen and touch technology, and it's been great.
So, how's that working out? The guys all have their own individual issued laptop from Catholic High.
That's correct. We have 1,116 students right now, I think it is. So we have about 1,350 devices total that we manage. For the students alone, it's about 1,200 when we include loaner devices and that sort of thing.
What are some of the cool things that the touch screens have allowed the students to do?
The touchscreen addition that we have is really beneficial because, for one, they can, if they don't want to use the keyboard, they can just turn it around and use it as a touchscreen device. But the Fujitsu pen technology is what's really impressive because it's almost like having a notebook, and they can write, and it does a really good job compared to some of the other devices we tested.
So you guys have your own help desk in-house, and you have the actual boys are the ones who are doing everything, correct?
That is correct. We have 3 full-time staff, 3 recent graduates that work, but then we have 7 current students that we employ. In addition to that, we have a computer architecture class and an A+ certification class where those students learn how to work the help desk. And then we call them help desk groupies, a bunch of students that just want to be involved in the help desk. And so we sort of train them on the side, and they take care of all the issues from managing software issues to hardware, repairing the computers, and all that.
What else does Catholic High do with technology? Are there new developments in maybe robotics or stuff like that?
Yeah, we're doing a lot of that. If we just look at the business and technology department alone, we have a computer science class. We have, and inside that class, it's not only programming. We do robotics. We have, like I said, the A+ certification. We have computer-aided drafting. We do some 3D printing. This is our first year. We're doing a pre-engineering class. And then we also have a broadcast team called the Bruin Broadcast Network, and we do a live video audio stream of many events, many sporting events, and band, choir, other things like that.
So how does this help with the education needs of the students?
In many ways, I think first off, when you're looking at some of the courses that we have when it comes to technology specific, there's some real hands-on, real-world skills that they're getting. Especially, the kids who walk out of school A+ certified, they can go work a help desk somewhere else and or just, manage their own family computers. But when it comes to the classroom and the way the computer is being used there, I think you're looking at a totally different set of skills. We don't like to use the computer as to use the computer. So it's not something that we're using to teach students how to work a computer. It's not a tool for that. What we're doing is more trying to teach them 21st century skills, communication, collaboration, critical thinking, creativity. Those are kind of the 4 main things. But there's so many more things I think that come out of that, problem solving, problem finding, that sort of thing.
So, what are Catholic High's future plans? We have these things moving now. What's the horizon look like?
That's something that we're always looking at. Currently, since we're in our 3rd year, we're looking at probably about 1 more year with the same device, and then we need to start shopping around and see what's out there. The popular thing now seems to be the breakaway devices where your keyboard breaks away from the tablet. And so far, I haven't been overly impressed with what's out there for that, for what our students are going to be using it for. They do a lot of writing, and so, I guess it's typing now, but those devices, from what we've seen, are sort of difficult when we really want them
have y'all looked
doing
at
that
the
sort of
Surface?
thing. I think we have a Surface or two, and that's one of our plans. We're going to get a couple of more of those to take a look at it as we start shopping around to see what other devices are out there.
I happen to love the Surface.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm sure you do.
That's why I asked. So when y'all were deciding we're going to start going this way, what was the basic thought plan as to, instead of bring your own device, go out and buy your own laptop, we're going to have everybody use this same one? What was the thought process behind that?
So we had a technology committee of students, faculty, parents. We had a administration. We had a lot of people on this. Bring your own device was never really came into play. Catholic High is a very orderly educational environment, and the idea of having so many different devices that will break, require different support, different drivers for things, we just knew that was going to be chaotic, and it's not something that we wanted to go with initially. So we did look at the having a standardized device. We looked at Mac, we looked at PC. We actually had this. I think we still have it in the archive, but this big whiteboard that it was Mac versus PC. PC won pretty handily. But when it came to the company that we were going to go with, the biggest factor was the help desk and the ability to have that, because we knew we wanted to manage our own devices, and managing 1,200 devices we knew was going to be difficult. So we wanted a way to do that. And with the Fujitsu, we are a Fujitsu repair shop, so we actually get paid by Fujitsu to fix our own computers.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
So you mentioned that you have to manage 1,200 computers from high school boys who aren't known for being careful. What are some of the unique challenges that you guys have had to face, and how have you fixed them?
That is correct. They are not careful. The good thing about the Fujitsu computer is very durable. But we're able to support pretty much anything that goes wrong with it. We first off, we have a sort of a triage. So when a student comes in with a software problem, we have students who look at it and they troubleshoot. And if it's something they can fix right there on the spot, they'll take care of it. If it's not, then we will re-image the computer, which takes about 15 minutes, and we can get them back operational. If it's a hardware, the screen's cracked, a hard drive, the system board goes down, something like that, we're to the point now where we have some stuff in stock, so we can pretty much do a same-day turnaround, replace a screen, replace a system board, and just get them operational, because they really do need to have their computers in class because they use them all the time.
So as a parent of a Catholic High student who's using these things, we actually did buy the insurance.
Yes.
How often is that insurance being used?
Pretty interesting. We have the accidental damage protection through Fujitsu. And that's a one-time per year free fix that we're allowed. And then there's an additional third party, which is probably what you're referring to. I can probably count on two hands how many times we've had to use that.
Really?
Because that ADP is so strong through Fujitsu. But having the third-party insurance for theft has come in handy a few times.
Cool. So tell us about the Bruin Broadcasting Network. Let's go into details with that. That's a really fun thing you guys are doing.
That is. It's a lot of fun. We have about 20 students that are involved this year, and we basically go to a sporting event, or it could be a band choir event. We set up. We have a computer, a soundboard, and
the boys do everything.
Pretty much the boys do everything. For football, we actually Matt Moscona and Dr. Brando actually use our equipment. And the station back here picks it up and broadcasts. So they're broadcasting through our stuff. The station picks up our feed, but then our viewers can actually see the action as well as hear as well. But for other sports, we have students that do call and do everything. I mean, they manage the soundboard, they manage the software and all that.
Run the cameras,
everything.
That's so much fun. Noah has been a part of that, and he's very proud. My son is very proud. He's going to be the first person to have ever been 5 years on the Bruin Broadcasting Network committee.
Well, there we go, and we're happy to have him.
Yeah, he's a good kid. So, anything else you want to tell us about as we start to wrap up?
Not that I can think of. I mean, I guess a couple other things to think about when you're trying to manage 1,200 devices, and you've got 1,100 kids that are on the internet. I mean, we're talking about some serious bandwidth, 250 megabytes up down that we have. We have 6 buildings connected by fiber ring, 104 access points through Cisco. So that infrastructure alone just took a lot to get prepared for, and we really don't have any downtime. I mean, it's pretty amazing the way it all works.
You guys do have a pretty robust network. That's impressive. Well, Jared, we really want to thank you for taking the time to come be a part of Tech Gumbo today. Want to mention again to everyone, we give away a free copy of Microsoft Office Professional every week. Go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/GulfSouthTech. The keyword this week is
school.
So put in the keyword school. We'll draw from a name from the list of winners, and we'll contact you and get you a free copy of Microsoft Office Professional, a full $400 retail value. Want to thank you again, Jared.
Thanks for having me.
This is Tech Gumbo on Talk 107.3 FM WBRP.